Hi, bonus video time. Who doesn't love bonus videos? In talking with Tammy about these masks, there's a lot of tutorials out there, a lot of patterns, and some of them have pockets for filters. And we also knew that this pleated mask didn't exactly have that. I feel maybe the hospital chose it because they're putting it over personal protection devices like the N95 masks, I believe, and they would just, they're large enough, they just fit right over. So maybe they're changing these. I'm not quite certain, but for personal protection and things like that, so the pattern the hospital sent out is not requesting pockets, but we thought it'd be super easy just to add one if you wanted to slip in a filter in here. And so here is what it looks like in the end. You still have your nose pleat and you still have your chin pleat. And essentially what we did is we added another layer right in here in the middle. We just kind of put a little hem on another lining and just kind of kept on sewing. So I was going to show that to you real quick. And then that gives you a whole pocket for something to come through. And it still, as you can see here, still has room right here for the side pleats on both sides. And obviously the straps will go on this next, and he'll be ready to send off. I think this one's going to my aunt down in Arizona, so she can help herself stay healthy when she needs to get out. So we'll go ahead and start that. I have another lining here and two linings and an outer piece. Again, we're still going, we're going to go ahead and start with the wrong sides of one piece of the lining, and we're just going to hem that real quick. On both sides. And so the way I did that is I just I gave a 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch turn and turned it again, and then just sewed it right down. And then the fun part comes trying to get all these layers to line up and sew them right sides together. So we're going to start with the full size lining piece, and we're going to open that up the same way as in the assembly tutorial, and we're still going to pinch that together. And then we're going to take the filter pocket piece and we're going to lay it right on there the same way. And so essentially I have just 2 layers right on top of each other. I didn't nest these yet because I'm still going to nest them with the outer piece, which is right here. And so then I will grab the right side of that fabric, push that triangle over, and I will line up all of those pieces, 1, 2, 3 at the top, best I can. At this point, a pin is probably strongly recommended if you feel you need it. I still like the pinch method for these, and I just like to hold things tight. I feel like I can move a little faster. So with a 1/4 inch seam, again stopping at the center, and then we're going to go ahead and make sure that all of those layers line up to sew the other side of that nose seam, and sew with a 1/4 inch seam. And then we go ahead and line those up on the chin. Start with the lining piece, the filter pocket, and then the outer piece, nesting that seam the other way. I like to stick my finger in it best I can to make sure they all line up, and then go out from there. And again, we'll sew across the bottom with a 1/4 inch seam. Stop at the pleat, line things up, give it a little turn. It's a little bit more difficult with an extra layer in there. after you sew about 5 of these, you'll get it pretty good. So again, we have our tube, and we're ready to turn this inside out or right sides out. Just make sure that you reach in here. You're going to want to put the filter pocket and the lining on one side and then the outside on one. Just reach through and turn it out, and there you got it. A mask that has the ability to put a filter of some sort, whatever you feel is best. I'm not quite certain. I don't have filters for mine, but even an extra layer of fabric feels a little bit more comforting. So you just take this over to the iron, press your seams, and carry on from there. And there is the added filter pocket.